Today I'm in the Woodyard, it's tree moving day. Here we go. So today is a day that I have to work on moving some trees. Here's what I've got started so far. I've got just these couple little guys here that I moved. I have to do a tree line going all the way across over to those trees. And then I have to do more rows, another row I should say, from that tree going that direction. I have to do an L-shaped to cover up the hideous look of the Woodyard. Apparently my neighbors don't like the way it looks, and in my covenants for my property here, they have it so that any materials like wood or any machinery has to be fenced. And in the covenants it also says it can be enclosed with landscaping. So I'm planting some trees, and I just happen to have a whole bunch of trees back here. My little guys in the back of my Woodyard, which are kind of in the way, and I've been gradually eliminating them just to make room for firewood anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be digging up little trees. I got a bunch of balsams back here that I planted for Christmas trees, and I'm going to be moving those up to the front there. And I've got a couple hours this morning, so here's the little guys back here. So this whole little field here, I'm going to be moving these guys up over that way. Now, yesterday I didn't do any work in the Woodyard. I was busy in my other business all day, and while I was working I got a text from my tree service people, and they said they're bringing me a present. And while I was working I saw they came and they brought a couple loads of wood for me. I'll show you what I got here. Not this load, this is cherry I moved here, but all this, they brought 2 loads. So there's a maple tree here and a whole bunch of ash. Nice stuff too, some pretty darn straight stuff. Not a lot of crotches, well there's one there, but some nice, pretty good stuff here. Pretty big size stuff too. So yeah, 2 big loads they brought me and dumped. So that's probably gonna end up being, oh, if I just had to guess, it's at least 2, maybe 3 full cords worth. We won't know until we get it cut up and split. But there it is. So that's another thing on my list to do. And I got a whole bunch of other wood to do too, so I better get busy. Time to start digging up some trees. So here's the first little guy right here, and then there's one right over here. There's one little guy right here and there. And this one, they all can be moved. I got a whole bunch of them here, and I'll probably need most of them. Now there's a few of them here that are a little bit big that I don't know if I'll be able to dig up and move, but we're gonna give it a try. There's plenty of them here though, that's for sure. So yeah, I'm just gonna dig them up, and I'm gonna take the chunk of sod and I'm gonna bring it back and fill it into the hole that once I dig it. But there they are. So I'm gonna start with the little ones first, because those I know I can dig up and move, and then we're gonna go to the bigger ones after that. So got a little bit of shade here this morning, so I'm gonna start digging and start moving trees. Now, some of you are gonna say, oh, you should get a tree spade and do that. Well, I don't have a tree spade. I've got a spade, a shovel. So I'm just gonna dig around the root ball, pull it out and do it. I've done this before, and this is about the size, about as big a tree as you really want to move, like something that's like about 3-4 feet. This one here is almost 6 feet, but they're all about the same age. Some are just bigger than others, but I should be okay for moving most of them, and if some of them die, some of them are gonna die. And I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Use a shovel, put it in a wheelbarrow, wheel it up, put it in a hole, go back and get another one. It's gonna go back and forth, and that's what we're gonna do. So it's digging time. Pretty little trees all in a row. So I got 12 of them done. So I got everything from the parking lot down to the bottom of the hill here. And I think I know a guy who's got a bunch of sawdust in some totes sitting right over there. I'm gonna put around all these trees here to keep the moisture in. So I'm gonna use my byproducts to keep the trees nice and moist. And I only had trouble with 2 of them. All of them, I got pretty much all the roots except for tree number 10 right here, which is almost a 6-footer, and right here this 5-foot one, tree number 8. Those are the 2 I got to keep my eye on because I had to cut a lot of roots away on the bottom to get them to go. But I'll just keep watering them and we'll see if they die, they die. I got more back there. I can slap another one in. Yeah, once they get to be 4 feet, that's about as big as I like to move them. You can do them, but you got to spend a lot of time getting the roots, and I cut some of them off. My problem is this is my water detention area here. It's a low area for all the hard surface for draining, which you have to have in commercial property. And then it's supposed to drain back there. That drain has never worked. It's too high because this is too low, and all the water just basically sits here. So I made marks here and there and there and there and there. So there's 5 of them that would need to go across here in this low spot. But I know if it stays wet, they'll just drown and they will die. So what I'm thinking of doing is building like a 6x6 box and planting them right on top of this so that it does drain on the top. Because I think if I keep the trunk off the water, you know, a good 4 or 5 inches, it should be okay. But you don't want the roots to stay wet either. So maybe I'll build it up even a little bit more. There's really no solution because I don't want to put a fence up through just this one section here. I think I might build some boxes. I need 5 of them to go across here. And the one that's on the hill right over there, it's on the edges out. And this one will be just out by about 1 foot where it'll drain right here. Then I need another one here. And I need another one there. And I'm going to put one there to tie in with these because this is the original tree line. Right here, I put all these in when I moved in 20 years ago. And my plan was originally to just keep going with trees. Well, I ran out of time. I never did it. Well, I should have done it because now they'd all be nice and big. So I just counted all the way down. Got to go right down the line here, and I got my wood right on the line here. So I'm gonna, this is in a couple feet because the line is like right here. Well, right there's that post, so it's pretty much on the line. So I'm going to get these out of here, get this stuff moved because this will all sell. I've actually got orders to fill, so this will be gone. And I'm gonna go all the way down here, right down to the corner post, which is right here. And it's gonna go straight through here. And I'll even do a couple back in here too. And so here's where I'm getting all the trees. So I have plenty left to go. I figure I'm about a third of the way down. I think I need about 35 trees. I counted total, 34, 35, something like that. And I got 12 in, so it took the whole morning to do that. So I got all these to go yet. And there's plenty of small ones here. There's a couple big ones that probably won't move because I probably just end up killing them. Like these two here are pretty big. That one there is probably good. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. And most of those over there should work. So that's all I got time for today. I got to go clean up and go do my regular job now for the next 10 hours. So I got to do some photography. So you know what you're going to do. Poke some buttons. Tomorrow I'll be back 5:30 a.m. with another video for you to watch. Between now and then, go to my channel. There's over 800 videos waiting for you to watch right now. Go. Good night, Irene.